Every day, something dramatic happens in the Caribbean that affects our lives. We'll give you the details. We'll give you the facts on Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. Host Eddie Frederick.
Welcome to Caribbean Perspective. So glad you can join us. The story that takes the lead in today's edition for Monday 25th November 2024 and brought to you in association with our friends at Antillean Group. Botham Jar family in St. Lucia win multi-million-dollar award in civil case against ex-cop. Details after this important message.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all perils big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so clear to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
Welcome back. Botham Jar's family has been awarded close to $100 million in the wrongful death civil case against former Dallas police officer Amber Gaia by a 12-member jury. The family's attorney says what is important is not how they will collect from Gaia, but the message it sends to the families of other police brutality victims and the perpetrators themselves. Miriam Montoud of the DBS News World reports.
$98,650,000 was awarded to Botham Jar's family by jurors following a civil case against former Dallas police officer Amber Geiger for the wrongful death of Botham Jar. This amount exceeds what the family originally pursued, which was $54,408,000.
The family understands and realizes that no matter what we do, it's going to bring Botham back. But I think what the jury showed everybody today is that Botham life matters. And this is what was important to the family. We've gotten to the question over and over, well, how are y'all going to collect from Amber Geiger? We got that question. That was not important. What was important was holding Amber Geiger civilly liable for what she did to Botham. I think this jury sent the message loud and clear that they are not going to tolerate police brutality.
The judgment states that the Jar family could get money from any Geiger book or movie deal. Geiger was not in court for this wrongful death lawsuit, nor did she have any legal representation, though she was named as a defendant. The DBS News World spoke with Botham's mother, Alison Jar, a day after the trial. She says the quantum of the verdict came as a surprise and demonstrated the appreciation for who Botham was and what he brought to society.
It gives a sense of relief because after 6 years we've been going through legal battles, first with the criminal trial and now with several civil suits that we filed. So this is the last of what we filed before.
Jar says her son will never be forgotten. However, now she says the family is focused on healing after 6 years of long legal battles.
I am very tired, having gone through all of that for the last 6 years. But at the same time, I feel a sense of relief that it's all over.
The advice Jar offers to any mother who has lost a child is just to focus on healing. However, for those who have lost loved ones through police brutality, Jar encourages them to stand up and to fight until they receive justice. The Jar family stated any money they do receive will go towards helping others through the Botham Jar Foundation. For the DBS News World, Miriam Montoud reporting.
CARICOM leaders unite in battle against crime. More in this Zane Romulus of the DBS News World story.
The Regional Symposium on Violence as a Public Health Issue held in April 2023 culminated with a declaration by heads of government of a war on guns. Speaking at the second iteration on Friday, Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Keith Rowley, highlighted progress and initiatives to enhance regional security and law enforcement collaboration.
Our little criminal punks must now know that every CARICOM territory, the law applies to them equally with respect. But as soon as we implement the laws, that with respect to warrants for their restraint, apprehension, in anticipation of successful prosecution, that there are no safe harbors in any of our Caribbean territories.
Dr. Raleigh stressed that information sharing among police leadership across regional territories is needed to identify known bad actors. A Caribbean gangs database has been established at CARICOM Impacts as an important resource for regional law enforcement agencies.
These actions, alongside and the various initiatives, underscore our commitment to a safer Caribbean, free of the menace of the rampant violence which we are responding to. One where our people feel protected, supported, and empowered.
Rowley also reported that an appeal to the U.S. for involvement in the war on guns has resulted in several U.S.-led initiatives aimed at curbing the illegal exportation of firearms and ammunition to the Caribbean.
The firearms tracing capability of the region has been considerably enhanced through the expansion of the Regional Integration Ballistic Information Network, RIBIN. These broadening of the scope of RIBIN is enabling more CARICOM member states to access firearms tracking equipment and technologies.
The Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago emphasized the role of regional collaboration in addressing crime, noting that tools like the Advanced Passenger Information and Passenger Records Bill will enhance law enforcement capabilities. Dr. Rowley also called for comprehensive solutions to crime and said that youth engagement is crucial. Prime Minister Philippe Pierre is attending the regional meeting and is accompanied by Police Commissioner Vungard and Attorney General Leslie Mondesi. For the DBS News World, I am Zane Romulus.
You're listening to Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick, in association with our friends at
Antillian Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
The hurricane season is now upon us, so we as Caribbean people need to remember to think safety and be prepared. Avoid venturing outside during a storm or hurricane, especially if there are strong winds. Rooftops and other debris are often blown about and can cause great damage.
Political commentator in St. Kitts and Nevis, Dwyer Astafan, is reiterating his call for the government of St. Kitts and Nevis to rectify the issue of CBI applicants receiving St. Kitts and Nevis passports below the stipulated price. Andre Huey of SKN Newsline tells us more.
In his latest weekly commentary, Mr. Astafan is questioning the logic and the legality of the government signing multiple CBI applications below the legally stipulated price.
The government lawyers have admitted that the government does not know how much the applicants paid. Indeed, I'm told that when asked by the judge in that same case, "Are you telling me that the only evidence is that there was underselling?" One of the government's lawyers answered yes. Maybe the government's lawyers and the government believe that the minister has a discretion to sign off on certificates of registration and grant citizenships, even with the underselling taking place. If he were able to do that under the law, he'd be transforming something from being illegal to being legal, just like Jesus transforming water into wine. Time will tell whether that is an argument that they will push.
On this issue, Mr. Astafan says the buck stops with the Attorney General, Garth Wilkin.
And it does not help the government's position that its principal legal advisor has stated that the Galaxy jail thing was a good scam. If that was his opinion, then why did his administration not act in accordance with it? You can't embrace a good scam. You can't countenance a good scam or a bad scam or any scam at all. You distance yourself from it and you punish as a government. So if that was his opinion, why did his administration not act in accordance with it? And if he changed his opinion, which of course he's entitled to do, the obvious question would be, why? Ladies and gentlemen, with respect, not personal animus, I'm just trying to make the case here for us to observe the truth and be fair. This situation makes one wonder if it is not the best thing in the interest of all concerned for Mr. Garth Wilkin to resign. from the post of Attorney General.
The subject of this discussion is centered around a lawsuit filed by Philippe Martinez of MSR Media, who is suing the government and former government and CBI officials for an alleged scam involving the CBI program, where, among other allegations, thousands of CBI applications were sold below the legally stipulated price. I'm Andre Huey for SKN Newsline.
On a weekend appearance on Inside the News, aired on Win FM 98.5, Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Dr. Terence Drew, defended his government's implementation of the 8% increase, rather than the famed double salary payment made in December. Glenn Bart of SKN Newsline reports.
His defense comes as December approaches and a persistent question is heard as to whether or not the government will pay a double salary in December. While the increase brings certain benefits, the double salary provides a significant spending power over the Christmas and Carnival periods. Based on the Prime Minister's comments, it seems unlikely at this time that the popular double salary will be reinstituted. According to the Prime Minister, the full benefits of what the government offered can be seen in the complete package.
We have the highest minimum wage. We did that. The other thing we did, we gave extra pay, which means we gave extra pay when we gave the increase. You remember, They still got an increase, extra half pay plus the increase.
Right, I remember.
And then, in addition to that, they got one in 2022. What you call the double salary.
Yes.
And no other country has done that. And in addition to that, they got an independence reset where they got $1,000. And then we rearrange SCELEC, Water Department, and NHC so that we took away some of the debt burden. No other country in the Western Hemisphere, where they go from Canada all the way down to Argentina, has been able to do this. We have been the most, I will say, progressive in terms of giving direct help to the people. Salary increase, minimum wage increase, dividend, reset package, and reset the electricity, the water, and NHC to take the debt burden away. So in a sense, if one has to look at this objectively, and you want to compare, because people want to compare, no other country even come 25% close to what we have done here in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Another school of thought has been that government must reward diligent and demonstrated commitment to good work by its employees rather than to reward bad performers who benefit from double salaries. Glenn Bart reporting for SK Newsline.
Criminologist and attorney at law Dr. Wendell Wallace will lead a 5-member police service commission in Trinidad and Tobago. The members took their oaths of office at President's House on Friday. This TTT News item with Ayana Carter has more.
Newly appointed chairman Dr. Wendell Wallace said he felt humbled at being called to serve in this capacity. He said his team will be working closely with Commissioner of Police, Erla Herwood Christopher, and the management of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service on a number of issues, one of which is regaining the public trust for the TTPS.
We want to ensure that there's some level of accountability for those who run afoul of the law, those police officers who fail to submit files on time and fail to live up to the mandate of policing. Because if the trust is lost in the police service, then we are in a really bad place. And I'm not saying for one moment that the trust is lost, but we need to work towards getting the trust, getting the public to trust the police. And that in itself, when you build trust, you build legitimacy in policing.
The other members of the committee are Attorney at Law Anika Fritz Brown, former Tobago House of Assembly Administrator Atal Hector Berkeley, Human Resources Professional Roger Baburam, and Academic Head of the Caribbean Institute for Security and Public Safety, Ian Kevin Ramdani, who was reappointed. As a returning member, Mr. Ramdani noted one of the issues that he thinks needs to be addressed within the police service.
The relationship they have with the public, the citizenry. You hear and read about all kind of stories about people getting turned away from assistance and stuff. I think these things we worked on at least at the basic micro level. assist the citizens as much as they can. That can be worked on.
The Police Service Commission is an independent body under the Constitution of Trinidad and Tobago. Among the responsibilities of the Commission is the appointment of a Commissioner and Deputy Commissioner of Police, make appointments on promotion and to confirm appointments, and monitor the efficiency and effectiveness of the Commissioner and Deputy Commissioners of Police. Ayana Carter, TTT News.
I am Eddie Frederick. This has been Caribbean Perspective, a whole new approach to highlighting developments in the Caribbean.
In the meantime, please follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily regional news and more, in association with our friends at Antillian Group.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all perils, big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so clear to see. Peace of mind, that's a service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillian Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.